Now let's see how this one is.
No. We don't go for Facebook.
Is it still?
So,
That's
you know what I mean?
Better.
If you are you gonna be recording from your phone? Are we live?
Record, yeah.
Hey, we about to get live. We about to lay down the feet real quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go live on my Facebook. Or we could start a group. Okay. Which would probably be doper.
I don't like the way that's lagging.
This is lagging? Are you looking at it? Oh, well, it's going to be behind a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Let's just... There you go.
Hello, I am Lady Ada Doe. We are in WDOE's kitchen with our guest tonight, Sakari Styles, aka Homage.
Yeah, you already know. Most of y'all know me as Homage, but for all the new heads, man, Sakari Styles, man. Styling on them, you know what I mean?
We about to get this feast popping off. You feel me? Yeah. So what's going on now is he's preparing a feast.
Right.
And I'm just interviewing while he's cooking. You know what I'm saying? First, tell me what you're cooking.
So I'm going to be cooking some sirloin steaks. You know what I'm saying? Some steaks, rice, black beans, green beans, chopped up onions, blah, 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 yakety schmackety. You're going to see it throughout the night. So I'm going to give y'all a little previews and whatnot. She's going to taste it after it's done. She's going to tell you, she's going to let y'all know if the feast that I'm preparing to release is going to be good as the food that I cook.
Pray for me, y'all.
They're going to be praying that they was here to taste it. Real talk.
All right.
You're going to enjoy it.
I know this one is lagging, so I'm going live again on my page, but from my phone. Friend
Pull
like
my sleeves up. Get busy.
So
Toast to all the real niggas out there. Toast to Lady A.
toast.
The hostess with the mostest. You did.
All right, we can see you right there. I need to grab my charger.
Ooh, shit. I'm gonna move these out the way because I'm gonna need all the room I can get.
All right. Oh, damn, I need a box. Oh, I got it.
So where do you want to start?
All right, so why don't you start off by telling everybody a little bit about yourself? You know, where you from?
Yep. Okay, so straight up shout out to Durham, North Carolina. I was born in Jacksonville, North Carolina, Onslow County. You know what I mean? And then moved around a lot because my pops was in the military. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I lived in Chicago. I lived in Hawaii, which was my favorite place to ever live in the world. I plan on going back and maybe even retiring in Hawaii because it left a mark on my soul that I could never let go of.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what really got me into thinking the way I think, because I seen stuff that probably any normal hood kid ain't seen before.
Like what? Elaborate.
Like sitting on a boat and watching a whale jump out the water and the tail being half the size of this kitchen.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And then when it go under, its tail smack the water and the water fly in the air. Like, that's paradise.
Right.
You hear me? So when you see this, you can never forget it. You know what I'm saying? Been on the side of mountains, mad green, crazy green mountains and stuff. So that got me thinking, you know what I mean? Like, once you get a taste of paradise, you gonna want more. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, to say that.
So it's like me seeing that at such a young age and now missing it and not seeing it, it's like that's all I desire. So I mean, my desire is to obtain and gain wealth, enough wealth to not only help people out, but to be in a position to get back to paradise.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When I'm in a position to be able to just walk outside, I mean, we stayed probably like less than a mile from the beach. You know what I mean? We used to run down the side of a mountain to the beach. You know what I mean? Standing on coral reef. You know what I'm saying? So witnessing that and then, you know what I mean, going through all the struggles that we go through as Black people and all that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Outside of the military, my pops being in the military, it made my mind just go like, yo, I gotta figure out a way to get back in there. And then I had older cousins, so they introduced me to hip hop music. As soon as I was introduced to the hip hop music, I fell in love with it the same way I fell in love with the island. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I started writing music around 9 years old. Yeah. So I'm kind of a vet. You know what I'm saying?
So what were some of your hip hop inspirations?
Some of my hip hop, man, I'm gonna keep it 100. Because a lot of people try to sound cool with their hip hop inspirations and be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I like Jay-Z and da-da-da. No, I love Jay-Z. But when I first started making music, it was the little kids. Cause I was a little kid. It was the little kids that influenced me at the time.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So any little kid group that came out and I could relate to, you know what I'm saying? That's what I was messing with. Little kid groups like Illegal, you know what I'm saying? The Youngsters, ABC, Another Black Creation.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? The Boys, you know what I mean? All the little kid groups when I was a little kid, you know what I mean? And then from there, like I said, I had older cousins and they introduced me to niggas like Cube, you know what I'm saying? Cube, Snoop, Dre and all of them. So when I started listening to them, that's when I actually really started trying to do the whole freestyle thing, which I'm alright with the freestyle. My older brother, he can freestyle better than me, but I get busy a little bit. You know what I mean? Get me in the right zone with the right music, right type of beat, man. I go in, I probably spit for a long time.
All right, so when we done with all of this, I'm gonna find a beat.
You gotta be hot, cause I ain't gonna go.
All right.
Cause you know what I mean? I'm off the top. I ain't one of them cats that, you know what I mean? Like I don't prepare like written rhymes to be like, yo, you know what I mean? You get on the radio and kick some kick a verse and all that. It's like some cats prepare for moments like that. I don't. Because I got so many things going on in my mind, it'd be hard to remember a lot of the lyrics that I write. Plus the stuff that I write, I say stuff that means something.
Right.
You know what I mean? So when it comes down to the get down, I'll freestyle some shit and be cool. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of people don't really realize the difference between the freestyle and the free verse. You know
what is the difference?
Freestyle is off the top, where, you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't meet I only knew a couple cats when I was growing up that could actually spit a freestyle off the top of the head and flawless with it. And then there was a couple cats that knew how to spit free, that wrote verses that they never used for anything, and they would kick those free verses, you know what I mean, in ciphers, and it made them the hardest niggas out. Yeah. Because they was already prepared with a verse that was already written.
Yeah, I know a lot of people that do that.
Yeah. So, you know what I mean? A lot of times, you know what I mean, ain't nothing wrong with doing anything with a free verse, because those free verses come, you know what I mean, kind of put you in a position to be one of the hot, you know what I mean, MC. Right. Because, you know what I mean, when it comes to certain situations like this, you know what I mean, you're doing an interview, you standing in front of people, you're in front of a certain type of individual, and you want to give them your you know what I mean, effort, and showing them how talented you is, kick that free verse, that verse that you ain't never put on nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So me, I don't be having enough time to, you know, try to memorize all my free verses. I got mad verses written. And a lot of cats don't write nowadays. I write. I'm talking about pen and pad. Like, you know what I mean? I barely write in my phone. I might do a little bit of, you know what I mean? If I get a line in my head and I keep chanting it to myself,
jot it down.
I jot it down on my phone, but I go to the pen and pad because I feel like it closes your thoughts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Versus you coming off the head and trying to memorize it, you know what I'm saying? Memorize it.
Right.
And if you're not a master at that craft, you're gonna sound scatterbrained. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you lock it in.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Plus I like, you know what I mean? I like it's for me, when it comes to writing music, it's the art. I don't want to lose the art of it. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, even though I choose to do music for the love of it, you know what I'm saying? But I had to be a realist and say, am I doing this music to make money? Or am I doing this music just to be doing it and not do nothing with it?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Some cats ain't real with themselves. It's like, oh man, I do it because I love it and I want to be great. And it's like, nah, man. I feel you on that, but at the end of the day, I want to get paid to do something that I love to do. You feel me? Get it.
They trying to mess up my life. Keep calling.
That's how they go.
Hey, Sean. Thanks for watching. We are in here.
What up,
And
Labs?
he's preparing the feast.
Yeah.
So, growing up, did you were you in talent shows and stuff like that
Yep.
help you?
Yeah.
Did you win any of them?
You know what? Hey, this is the funniest story, okay, right? I got 1,000 stories. But this is the funniest story that I had. I'm gonna stand. No, I'm not gonna stand. One of my first, it was my fourth talent show I ever did, and this was a crowd bigger than the first 3 that I did. It was in front of the whole high school. I was in Durham, North Carolina, with the Hillside High School. Shout out to Hillside. You know what I'm saying? First talent show, I did the audition by myself. My homies was supposed to come with me, but I always had this thing. My pops used to tell me, don't wait on your homies.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If you want to do something, go do it, because if you wait on your homies, you're going to miss out.
Right. So
I was like, I'm going to go ahead and do the audition. I did the audition. Everybody loved it. You know what I'm saying? They locked me in. So that the weekend of that talent show was on my birthday. So my cousin, he was supposed to be at the thing. We rehearsed and everything. We was ready. You know what I mean? It was lit. It was mad people there. And my cousin was like, happy birthday. Got a blunt.
Oh, so, wow. I already know where this is going.
Look, hey, we went outside and blew this weed, man. I ain't never been so high in my life.
Oh my God.
Myself like, yo, I'm about to forget all my words.
Wow.
I'm bugging like, yo, I'm so high right now. And then like when we come back we open the door, come back into the building, everybody performing, everybody doing their thing. It's mad niggas in the hallway. You know what I mean? This shit is official. Man, the cat that was running the whole thing, he comes up to me and he said, no, they was like running around frantic, like somebody smoking weed.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Because we was in the school, you know what I mean? At the talent show, so somebody smoking weed, you know what I'm saying? Like, and they was like, they gonna shut it down if they find out, you know what I mean? And we like, I'm over here like high as hell, like, oh, they blowing my high, they talking about shutting it down, like I ain't even performed yet. Like, I'm so blown. Man, the dude that run it, he, you know what I mean, he come out in the hallway and they asking all the cats, you know what I mean, did you smoke weed? They like, nah. Man, the dude see me high as hell, he come straight to me. He was like, I'm talking about damn near on my shoulder. He, man, you know anybody who's out here smoke weed? I'm like, nah. I just start laughing like, nigga, you know I'm high. Like, nigga, you know I'm high. You know anybody smoke? I'm like, nah, I don't know nobody that smoke weed. He keep leaning in. I'm like, bro, like, Stop leaning in. Man, we got on that stage. I was so high. Once we touched the stage, the place went crazy. I don't know why. You know what I mean? But once we touched the stage, they had, you know what I mean? And they started the music, the place went crazy, and they closed the curtains.
Oh.
They closed the curtains on us because we was too high.
Wow.
And they didn't know what to expect. You know what I mean? So they was like, man, these niggas high, closed curtains on them. Man, that was my first lesson about professionalism.
Yeah.
I was sick. I was like, bruh, do you not prepare for this for so long? And they closed the curtains, bruh. I was sick. I was so angry, but I ate good that night. I ate really good. But yeah, that was my first lesson in professionalism. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you won't see me smoke no weed, won't drink or nothing before I get on stage.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I stay all the way. I might hit a shot or something, but you know what I'm saying? Like you ain't gonna see me doing anything before the show. Oh, this is special.
Right, that's exclusive.
What? Man, you're not even gonna use this anymore. You're just gonna use this one time.
Somebody fans.
Put that in the case.
Man,
this one's smooth too.
Take that, fans.
Man, look, you know he gonna eat tonight, boy. You hear me? He know he about to eat good. Like, I'm gonna get the good one. Hey.
Hey, Lo. I am great.
All right, get off my set.
You know what?
I think that's
Okay, so he put the beans on. He done cut out the peppers and the onions.
Yep. And then you see these diced onions go in here.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Who taught you how to cook?
My grandma. God rest her soul. That's my grandma. So, you know what I'm saying? She taught me how to cook. She got, you know what I mean? She seen me in the kitchen creating some type of mess and was like, this little nigga want to learn how to cook.
Right.
I think I was like putting green beans and beef stew and rice and whatever I could find into a pot, and it was going like, you know what I mean? She was like, let me teach this little dude how to cook. And I never forget what she said to me. She said, baby, I'm gonna show you how to cook because these girls that's growing up nowadays ain't gonna know how to cook. And I was like, yeah, right. Our girls always gonna know how to cook. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And she told the truth.
She saw the future, man.
Yeah.
My grandma was something special. You know what I'm saying? A little history. Y'all, if y'all know what Woolworths is, it's the I'm trying to see if I put some more, just a couple more pieces in there. Woolworths is a place that used to discriminate. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to allow black people to come into the Put that on and take it down, because we wanted to cook slow. So right there, let's take it about right here. That should be good enough.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But Woolworths was a place to discriminate. It was like the, I would say Walgreens kind of, but they had a parlor. You know what I'm saying? A little ice cream parlor in there. They had, you know what I mean? You could sit in the chairs and they make you fries and a burger. You know what I'm saying?
You taking it back.
Yeah, like, no, when I say I'm from the South,
Yeah.
I'm from the South. Now, I've been influenced by, you know what I mean, East Coast everything. Because we had a lot of New Yorkers and Jamaicans and all type of people that used to move through our neighborhoods, you know what I'm saying, coming from the cities, moving down south, probably because they was getting good jobs or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of that type of influence. But what was I talking about? Woolworth. So my grandmother, she used to take us to Woolworths, and I didn't realize this until I got older, after she had passed away. And I wrote a song to my grandmother after she had passed away. You know what I'm saying? And it was pretty much, she would take us to Woolworths like every time it was time to go grab some sort of trinket or something that she needed for the house. She would take us there as kids, and we'll walk through that shit by us. Whatever she wanted, she would sit us at the bar, and then we would get ice cream or something like that, and then we'd leave. And I never knew why we always did that. I'm like, man, we got a store right down the street.
Right.
But we would get on the city bus and drive completely across town, downtown Durham, and go to Woolworths.
Right.
And I didn't realize what she was doing. She was letting them see like our movement worked.
Yeah.
Cause they was dragging niggas out of, you know what I'm saying? They was dragging niggas out of Woolworths for protesting.
Right.
And my uncle and them used to go up there and do the sit downs, cross their legs and sit in there, and they used to get pulled out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Another little tidbit that y'all might want to know. My uncle was Jerry Harris on Remember the Titans.
Okay.
So the dude that played my uncle, they made him seem like a kind of quiet dude or whatnot. He a pretty cool dude, artistic or whatnot, but he was lit for real. You know what I'm saying? He was the team quarterback. You know what I'm saying? But they had, you know, when they make movies, they try to hype everything up to make it look more than what it was. But
you gonna make me go home and watch that.
yeah, go watch it, man. You know what I mean? Uncles on there, they had him being a Bible talker and all type of stuff. Uncles look cooler than, you know what I mean, than what they kind of showed. But you know what I mean? Like, yeah, all of that.
Tell them what you're drinking.
Pastor Cavazier. I'm drinking this Cavazier, that cognac, anything cognac, I fucks with it. So, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Only reason I got hit to the Cavazier is because of Puffy and Busta Rhymes and Pharrell.
All right, tell me some more fun facts. Do you have any more?
I can only bring them up when we discuss it.
Okay.
So, you heard the one about my uncle who was on Remember the Titans, the Wells and all that. But for the most part, fun fact, Sway in the Morning. No, I ain't even gonna tell y'all about Sway in the Morning. I'm gonna tell y'all about when I met the creator of the genre of hip hop.
Oh, wow.
Who's the creator of the genre of hip hop? Who created hip hop? Huh? Does anybody know?
We just had a lesson on
Yeah. Look, does anybody know who created hip hop? They got mad different.
Yeah, who knows? We just had a show on this.
So, DJ Kool Herc.
Yeah, DJ Kool Herc.
He was Jamaican. He was the first person
Party
to,
in the
you know what I mean, to take records and spin them, you know what I mean, and you know what I mean, chant over the records and loop certain parts or whatever. But he's the originator of the genre. I call him the god of hip hop because, you know what I mean, only God creates things that niggas never heard before, you know what I'm saying? Or nothing that's ever been seen. So I met him. Shout out to my man CLK, Mark Clark, put me on. You know what I'm saying? We was up in the Mecca of hip hop, the BX, and he introduced me to Kool Herc. And I think that was the only time I ever was a fan, reacted like a fan towards another human being. I was like, yo, you're the guy that made hip hop. Like, you're the reason that I rap, my guy. You know what I'm saying? So I was like mad hype, you know what I'm saying? He was mad humble. And like I heard through the grapevine, through different people saying he was, he this type of person or he that type of person. But my first time ever meeting this cat, man, he showed me so much love. Right. It was crazy.
That's why you can't believe what
you
gotta experience things for yourself.
Exactly. You have to experience things for yourself.
So who taught you your most valuable lesson?
As far as
just anything. The most valuable lesson you've ever learned, whether it was about just life in general, or staying out of trouble, or even getting in trouble.
I can't really say there's a particular person because I have many life lessons and still am learning, you know what I'm saying, as I grow and get older. Life is not an easy thing, you know what I'm saying? So if you're a real human being, you understand that you're learning life at every curve because you don't know what's coming in the future.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So because my life isn't over, where I feel like I'm quote unquote retired, I feel like I haven't learned a serious life lesson because I still make mistakes. You dig? So
Show y'all what you're doing.
that's the state. You know what I mean? You see how thick that is. I was gonna fillet it, but I think I'm gonna keep it. You know what I'm saying? No, I think I'm gonna fillet it. So I'm gonna split it down the middle. You see how thick that is? So I'm gonna split it down the middle. That way you can cook a little bit faster. But I'm gonna cook it on low. But because my knives are so sharp, I can play around with the, you know what I mean, thickness and split them open and let them cook real good. Get it? I wish I was here, man. So y'all can enjoy this.
Who's making comments?
We got Jada Brown. Hey, mama. Jay Real, you know, see when the album drop. When is my album dropping? So I'm not putting out no album. I'm only dropping EPs and singles. You know what I'm saying? Like, I decided to put that much energy into an album. It wouldn't be worth it because I don't want a product in my catalog to go unsearched. You know what I'm saying? I want people to miss what I have to say.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? Like, I'm heavily influenced by, you know what I mean, a lot of the hit makers in hip hop music. Look at that for like, oh my goodness. It's about to go crazy. It's about to go crazy, baby. But so my main thing is to create, you know what I mean, enough work to where people can enjoy it. And if the people call for it, you know what I'm saying, then I create a whole project that people could actually enjoy. But, you know what I mean, I'm still kind of fresh with this on taking it serious.
Okay.
Because I really, you know what I mean, I took it serious for about 8 years when I first started, and felt a lot of, you know what I mean, stress, a lot of pain, a lot of loss, a lot of gain, you know what I'm saying? And seeing the top and then going and seeing the bottom. So I know how all of that feels. You know what I'm saying? I got to rub elbows with some motherfuckers that niggas will probably never run, you know what I mean, rub elbows with. You know what I'm saying? And I don't name drop. You know what I'm saying? So you'll never hear me speak on those individuals, but they know who they are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Were you ever in a group?
Yes, I was in the group. I was in the group. Y'all looking at my belly.
Are they?
Yeah.
What's the name of the group?
The group that I used to be in was called Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? It consisted of myself and a young lady by the name of Gabrielle. You can look up her music too. She's on what's she?
I remember that.
She's on Reverb Nation. She got a mixtape out on Reverb Nation. And she dope. You know what I'm saying? Me and her had a thing. You know what I'm saying? Outside of the music, you know what I'm saying? Me and her got kids together and all that type of stuff. But you know what I mean? We're gonna leave that where it's at. That's all I'm gonna speak on that situation. But you know what I mean? Like, that's my homie still, regardless. I don't care what nobody say. We have our little issues or whatnot, but we do what we do. And she still makes wonderful music. You know what I'm saying? So she got a nice little project that she did, and she still plans on working, but she loves to do music in a different way than I do.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? She don't like the politics. You know what I'm saying? So She approaches music from a different standpoint. This is the way I terrorize mom.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? And actually, I would use this right here because this is probably a little bit better. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta stab it.
You know what I mean? But yeah. One thing I can't say about me as an artist, like, you know what I mean, and a writer of music, I like R&B, and I like a lot of melodic music.
Mm-hmm.
You would never know that because I'm a rapper. And a lot of times, you know what I mean, rappers only focus on, you know what I mean, like just rap shit. You know what I'm saying? They trying to be gangster, they want gangster shit all the time. So, you know what I mean, like, I ain't, you know what I mean, like, because I see shit a little bit different as an artist.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And there's a difference between you being a rapper and an artist. In my opinion, people might have their own, you know what I mean, thoughts of what a rapper and an artist is. But my opinion, as far as being a rapper versus an artist can take any oh man.
I need that.
You see what the vibes do to him.
Oh, get out of
You see what
here.
the vibes got phone, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? All the
It's
juice
all
dripping.
good.
The
I'm
juice
about to
dripping.
start a
You know
no.
what I mean?
Shut up.
Let it keep going. You know what I mean? The flavor just dripping. Got to drop my phone. What's going on?
It ended my vibe.
No, I'm playing with you. Nah, so the thing is, for me, the difference between a rapper and an artist, you know what I mean? A rapper only focuses on just rap shit. You know what I mean? Rap shit. Only rap shit. But, you know what I mean? When you're an artist, everything is art. How you approach your music, what topics you choose, and how you approach the topic. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times, a lot of these cats don't see how they want to hit. They want to hit bad. But, you know what I mean? Because they focus on every other cat being a rapper, they miss, you know what I mean? They miss the art. You know what I'm saying? And by profession, when I say I'm an artist, I don't just speak on the level of being just a music artist. I'm a music artist, and I'm an artist in every sense of the word. So I can draw, you know what I'm saying? Like I can draw, I create stuff, I can paint, you know what I'm saying? That's just, you know what I mean? You see me, I'm cooking, I'm making up, you know what I mean? I make shit. So being an artist, you consider everything in your creation.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't wing it. So sometimes, and the thing about it is being an artist, you become very critical of yourself. Okay, so that's mixing that up. Let's get that popping.
Now what I'm gonna do. Okay, so can you sing?
No, I can't sing. I can hold a note, but I can't blow. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, if I'm cooking right now, and I'm gonna just throw a couple little tips out there. When you cooking food for other people, you know what I mean, not just yourself, you have to be moderate with your seasoning. And you know what I mean? I know black folks, we don't like to be moderate with our seasoning. It's like, shit, you want to eat this, you want to eat it. If you don't like it, then you know
But
what I
I'm
mean?
glad you feel that way because, yeah, I'm a sickly person. I'm for real. Like I'm high blood pressure, diabetes, all
Factory.
everything.
So you gotta be very,
you got-
very, very careful with your seasonings when you're cooking for people, because you don't know, you know what I mean, what their taste buds. You know what I'm saying? So I go very light on the seasoning. And you know, the only reason why I consider that is because my baby mom, she used to be like, you be cooking so black. I'll be like, well, what you mean by that? You just be seasoning up everything. And I'll be like, okay. So I take that in consideration when I'm cooking for people outside of myself. I know how I like my food to taste, but I don't know if anybody else like their food to taste like mine.
I just like good food.
Yeah.
And that's my problem. Like I don't like bland food. I do not like, and that's a problem.
That's the worst. Bland food. Oh man.
That is a problem. Like
Yeah.
because I mean it's not like a lot of people think I eat a lot. I love food. I mean, anybody who knows me know that like I'm like a guy. The weight of my heart is through food. So when you said you was cooking, I'm like, oh, he was paying attention. So like, no.
Hey, look. You see the key?
You know what?
No, I'm playing. So we gotta turn this down a little bit because we bubbling. Yeah, go ahead, turn that.
So let's.
We got olive oil. We got olive oil.
That's more wild. It's
See, nigga, you put your oil under the sink. How dare you? He disrespectful to his oil. Oh my God. Man, we're gonna find you another place to
this emoji.
Look at motherfucker. You should have got that.
Disrespectful to the oil, man. Man.
Brother, you gotta understand.
Yeah, man, you
enough counter space.
look, you're a man's man. You know what I mean? I don't care. I just put that shit on the oil with the soap and shit.
I got trail, man.
I got trail mix for the, you know what I mean, for the house. You know they like peanuts.
Now they get the applesauce.
They like nuts.
They get the applesauce.
Hey, oh, you crazy.
They get the applesauce.
Hey, you got the real out
Yeah.
on deck though.
Yeah.
No sugar added. Hey, that's
no
healthy.
sugar. That's sweet. Got some raisins.
Hey, look, man. Listen,
Cheerios.
I know you got to have some. You can't have no raisins without no celery.
I got celery. I got spinach.
Celery with the, you know what I mean, with the peanut butter.
Yeah, man.
That's that first grade.
Yeah.
First grade when you want to make a canoe.
No. Look.
Little buddy, I was a little buddy. Like, yeah, I want to make a canoe. Let me get some of that. Hey, another fun fact. My kindergarten teacher was my great aunt, and I didn't know it the whole year until she showed up at my grandma's house.
Wow.
I was like, Miss Reddish?
Right. What are you doing here?
I started going to my room like, what are you doing? I was like, no wonder she was pinching me. You ain't supposed to get no kids at school. Like, she called me choking this little kid. Like, hey. She was like, get your made me go to sleep. I was like, you don't go to sleep at school. Like,
That happened to me. My great uncle ended up being my math teacher.
Man, that's crazy, right? I was salty.
My library teacher ended up being on my birthday.
You know what?
At the end, by the end of the
Hey, that's the dream of every young man.
The librarian.
Yeah, the librarian or the substitute teacher.
You know what?
Mrs. Jones.
And that was her name too. And she was that was her name too. And she
We had a
was live.
Mrs. Jones too, and she was a student teacher. She was so fun.
And she was live, and she wore her hair like you wear yours. And she was super.
Why is it that all the Mrs. Jones is bad? That's because Luther, man. You know what I mean? They was like, oh, I'm about to go to school.
Let's check out some of these comments over here.
Yeah, let them talk to the people. Let's talk
Hey,
to
Sean.
Sean. You gotta say it like Marlon.
Sean.
You gotta say it like Marlon Wayans.
Hey, darling. I hope you're doing well. My 41st is coming. 26th, I would like to come and be live with you. Yeah, that'd be cool.
From this guy here.
That would definitely be cool. I love that. We can set that up.
So
We can definitely set that up.
This meat is filleted and almost ready to go.
He's beating the meat. I'm
Just
sorry.
told him he's all over the place, man. What's wrong with him right now? I gotta go to my Louisiana and talk.
I apologize. Everybody know I'm crazy.
You crazy,
I'm
man.
crazy. You already know. So
Yeah.
tell us about the feast.
Okay, so that record is. Look, I'm all up in this man camera.
It's yours today. It's yours
So
today,
let's
bro.
use this right here.
WDOE Kitchen. So if you want to come on WDOE and have a cooking show,
So boom, the feast. It originally came into play when a partner of mine told me, he said, "Hey, I'm about to extend all of my connections." He said, "I need a single from you. Make the single." He said, "I shop it to my people." I said, "All right, cool." And that just charged me up. So I just, that single came straight from the depths of my soul. And you know what's so crazy? Fun fact, my son chose that beat.
oh really?
Yeah. And man, y'all gotta watch out for him because he can write. He was what 11, 10, 11. He was writing. He was writing his own music.
How old is he now?
He's 13 now.
Okay.
But you know what I mean, he focuses on sports and stuff like that right now. But you know what I mean, like he was one of them. I made him sit in front of the computer. I said, "Bro, you have to go through." I showed him how to download beats and all type of stuff. And he went and took that, and I think he downloaded over, 30 or 40 beats. And one of that beat for that song was one of them. And I was like, "Thanks, son."
Right. Let me grab this from you.
So I grabbed the record from him and started writing to it. Instantly I already had the hook as soon as I heard the beat. And once I got the hook and I wrote the record, I knew instantly, like, yo, this is it right here. So, but the whole idea for the record was when you have a desire to gain something in life, you know what I'm saying? And you can tell people see that you're gifted, but they don't want to see your gift shine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you like, I know they don't want to see me eat. And that's what the first thought, like niggas don't really want to see me eat because if they see me eat for real, they know, you know what I mean, what's going to happen.
Right.
And for me, because I'm a good-hearted person, I mean, I got my flaws and all that, but you know what I'm saying? If I'm shining, everybody around me got to shine. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how I feel. Like I ain't trying to leave nobody out. But you know what I mean? It's like that feast for me could mean anything. Your feast that you laying down could be, I want to become a realtor and sell 100 houses. After you sell those 100 houses, you know what I'm saying? And you make 10 grand off of each. You know what I'm saying? You eating.
Right.
That's your feast.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or if you want to take care of people or you want to take care of kids, you know what I'm saying? And you do it in a manner to where those kids are now benefiting off of the hard work that you put into them.
Right.
You feasting,
right.
Eating, because now you see them eating.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if your main thing is trying to obtain wealth and get out of a poverty-stricken situation, you know what I'm saying? You got to do something that's going to cause you to, you know what I mean? You got to go get you a plate and create something from nothing. You know what I'm saying? So you make you a nice little plate. And once that plate is done and it's good and prepared and you done with it, you lay that on the table and everybody can eat with you. You can eat by yourself, yeah. But it's more fun when you eat with a group of people because they're enjoying what it is, all the hard work that you put in to eat. You know what I'm saying? That's the feast. You know what I'm saying? So feast can stand for anything as far as, you know what I mean, hustling and grinding and creating something that everybody can enjoy with you. You know what I'm saying? So that's what my whole concept was to create a feast, create something that everybody can enjoy with me. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like this record is that. Something that everybody can enjoy. I have an idea for TikTok for that record too.
So when is it releasing? When is it released?
I ain't got no set date yet. Cause we're working. No, yeah, exactly. And on purpose though. On purpose.
Okay.
Because I'm recording, we put a video together, we're gonna release the record. But once again, we're gonna play that record tonight.
Okay.
We're gonna play that record
Oh, you
tonight.
got quick hands.
Yeah, man. Reflexes like a dog. You know how they say, like, reflexes like a cat. Dogs be reflexing fast too. So, you know what I mean? Like, the main idea is to put the record out with the video, and the video is gonna be pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? We in the works for that. I ain't gonna go into too many details with it, but the record is gonna be, the video is gonna be great for when the release comes.
Well, make sure I'm in it.
Hey man, I think once again, I got two versions of the record.
Mm-hmm.
It's a record. It's one where I'm by myself, and it's another where I'm with my bro, Mac Mean. Shout out to my brother Mac Mean, who got on the track. And he's from New York. He just moved down here, and he's moving and shaking right now. He's probably online right now, doing his YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So he got a YouTube where he interviewed people and stuff like that.
Okay.
It's just basically about, you know what I mean, cats that went to the penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? And they went to the penitentiary and they tell their story.
Okay.
Pretty much. It's a good channel.
What's the name of the channel?
It's called Mac Mean True Story.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna check that out.
Homie.
Make sure y'all check out Mac Mean True Story.
Real talk. And he was supposed to be here, but he had to do the interviews.
Okay.
So he said he was gonna try to make it. If he don't, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I want to do a part 2 to this too.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
We
Where
on.
we actually show you the video and get the reaction.
You know what? I'm about to whip out that bottle of wine because you over there drinking and you feeling good and
I'm alright right now. You know what I'm saying? But this is food smelling good.
I don't drink liquor.
Oh yeah, when you get up and when you older, you don't drink a lot of liquor.
You know what? Yeah, I caught it. Reflexes like a dog.
You know what I mean? No, real talk. I got homies that they won't touch liquor at all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's because cats is like, man, bro, you too young for me, bro. I'm like, man, come on, bro, just drink with me. You take a shot.
Who?
You.
Nah.
She don't want to.
It went down. This
I was
interview.
just trying to tell some water.
This interview be cut short like I'll be on the couch sleep while you in here acting.
Hey, and you gonna wake up and eat.
Sure, fuck you.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yes, I is. So, are you ready for me to play the song?
Yeah, play that. And I'm gonna send you the other one too with my man Mac Mean on. I think I might have sent you the one with Mac Mean on the show. Maybe not. Shout out to my bro Mac Mean. Shout out to my bro Fame. DCR. Dion Rap. He was on the show before.
Matter of fact, before we play your song, we haven't done any commercials. So, let's fill our pockets real quick.
Thank you.
And I'm a
countless crimes with no accomplice. Study my process, every verse is like a bomb threat. I feel like Kaepernick, knee on a crooked cop's neck. Cause ain't no justice for a nigga that ain't shot yet. Send the troops, train to shoot when niggas stoop. My neck in the noose, taste the freedom, forbidden fruits. Am I bishop or you? Either way I got juice. I don't call truce, you get split like rap groups. Show me proof if you rhyme harder than this ghetto author. With lines sharper than blades from your personal barber. I father rappers, I'm proud of my sons and my daughters. Watch them grow. If you don't got flow, you get aborted. Whack rappers, get back slapped up.
That was promo for Dion could rap his song "Wake Up."
Shout out to my
Drops
bro
tonight. He set that right on up. He set that
that's
right
my
on
bro,
up.
man. That Slang Audio that we gotta work on some shit too. You know what I mean? That's my bro, Fame and DCR. That's us, Slang Audio shit. And we got one record done. We gotta get some more done. But you know what I mean?
Y'all need to put me on a track.
Oh, you be spitting or you be
I
singing?
can spit and sing.
Oh, you can sing? Oh, you a female
No,
drink?
I can't sing.
She's a female drink, y'all.
I sing for church. What they say?
Factory.
That's it. Sing for church.
Yeah, man. Oh, let's get that. But see, the thing about it is the video. I'm about to spit.
Yeah.
Supposed to be.
Yeah, you end up.
No, we back.
We'll play something else while he is
Back
playing.
in full effect. You know what I'm saying?
Oh wait, but we live on this one. And you live too.
I'm in live.
You right.
Y'all trying to hear me?
Are you waiting up for Santa? I know you're used to it. Yeah. Kids are riding over the city. Ready for that Aeroes. Yeah. You should come take a ride on my sleigh, girl. Yeah. Say Nick ain't got nothing on me, no. Tell me where you wanna go, girl.
I
was
just wrote a little thing for you.
thing for the
Yeah, I'm going straight Vampire Brooklyn. You
yeah.
Oh man.
So you biting the inner thigh or this is the time of the month or no?
I'm just biting everything. I'm biting everything.
Everything.
Y'all fucking crazy.
Yeah. Hey.
All right, set us up for the song.
Okay. So this record is called Feast. And it's just basically about eating. Eating good. So just let that shit run that shit. I'm gonna put this in a place. Yeah. Exclusive. Yeah.
I'm heard it here first.
Yeah. Believe. Yeah. I just really want to chill. Yeah. They don't want to see me eat. Yeah. I'm about to lay down the piece. Yeah. The mama said she wanna leave. Yeah. She dancing on me like a freak. Yeah. I'm about to lay down the piece. Yeah. I'm about to lay down the piece. Yeah. I'm about to lay down the piece. Yeah. I'm gonna need me some clicks. I can't get no type of sleep. It's a way we got to be. Cash fees, but the talk is cheap. She ain't getting paid over here. Dick shit wanna get straight over there. Laying in, soft lips in my head. She wanna steal my heart, baby, it ain't there. I'm thinking about the next move, let's be clear. You can start seeing me, ain't got no fear. I'm putting in work and we count up for certain. They searching, they thirsting. We got it, we serving, they working, we curving. We serve on my purpose. The takers be looking, we seeking, we're stripping. The legends be seeking, the shot they be bursting. Pursuing, the searching, the fire's working. Emerging, come up with surging. The panic is still, it's easy to turn it. But touch all these souls, you know they be burning. They're cooking up, blaming. I can't wait to hurt them. Yeah. I just really want to chill. Yeah. They don't want to see me eat. Yeah. I'm about to lay down the feast. Yeah. The mama said she wanna leave. Yeah. She dancing on me like free. Yeah. I'm about to lay down the feast. Yeah. I'm about to lay down the feast. Yeah. I'm about to lay down the feast. With it cash at, put it with a bag at, with a mag at, load it with a black strap. Shorty slim thick, put it with a hashtag. Booty, floppy, poppy, gripping all that ass rap. She call me daddy, dancing, nasty, about to tag that. Packing, shaky, bitch, you flicky, that's a red flag. Ghost time zone, that's a jet lag. When I get the joke in the nigga, why not come back on the time? Angel, women, G, Dookie, Ash, yeah. High capping, use a typical pass hand. Like a nigga never sit back and laugh at. All facts, only run with the raw dogs. Playing with the pack, don't fuck around and get hard off. Thinking of pippin', drinking, drippin', throw me the sauce. No flop, stay fly like a Molotov. All hot when I drop the winner, hit no frog talk. Yeah. I just really want to chill. Yeah. They don't want to see me eat. Yeah. I'm about to lay down the feast. Yeah. The mama said she wanna leave. Yeah. She dancing on me like a freak. Yeah. I'm about to lay down the feast. Yeah. I'm about to lay down the feast. Yeah. I'm about to lay down the feast.
Hey, I fucks with that. When I heard that, I'm like, you said that to me, I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to go crazy. I'm gonna send you the other one with Mike Brody on it. So
It's like a totally different flow from it's totally different from everything else out there.
and
That's why I like it so much.
And people don't expect that type of record to come from me because they used to be spitting like pure hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the school I came from. You know what I'm saying? Straight hardcore.
You from the East Coast?
Yeah.
I can hear it.
You know what I'm saying?
I definitely can hear it.
I'm from North Carolina. I'm from Southeast. You know what I'm saying? Southeast Coast. But you know what I mean? I grew up around a lot of Brooklyn niggas, a lot of Jamaicans, all that. That's going back in the bag. Okay, so we need to drop this. Alright, we talking about the chicken broth and with the rice. You dig? So it's a flavor. That's what my grandmother used to do. She got me on the chicken broth with the rice.
Yeah, he hit me on something. A little something.
Let's go with this. One, two.
Big Snow. High Rex.
You did.
Yeah.
Big Snow.
Grab this right here.
What's up, Tia?
Hey man, I love cooking, man. Hopefully, after I finish this food, y'all get to really enjoy the other side of me. You know what I mean? Because I make my food with love. You feel me?
I can tell. What was the first thing you learned how to cook?
Fried rice. So that's unique for a little black kid
Yeah.
in the hood. You know what
I
I mean?
still don't know how to make fried rice.
I barely know how to make rice. I try to get it to the perfect texture. And so you can undercook and overcook very easy. Real easy.
First thing I ever learned how to make was fried rice. And it came out shitty. You know what I mean?
First thing I learned how to cook was hot dogs.
You know what? In the microwave or on the stove?
Hot dogs in the
I'm right out the refrigerator.
I
you know the one that got the tan. No, that was like,
the hard ones.
He get on my
that was good.
Wow.
That was like beef jerky. I was happy.
She said the one with the tan.
Yeah.
You nasty as shit.
Then I learned how to make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. And then
That's not cooking.
shit. I was whipping it up. You heard me? I'm trying to tell you something. Then ramen noodles.
Lord.
Here we go.
Hey, bro, can you tell everybody what's on the menu one more time for the new people that came in?
So we got steak, we got black beans, rice, and green beans.
We're cooking it up.
We got steak, black beans, green beans, rice. Looking it up.
And he cooked his rice and chicken stock.
Factory.
You got a top for this one?
Yeah. Under here.
I tell y'all what, it smell good.
Hey, real talk, my nigga McMean though, he always be talking shit, talking about he can get me on a cooking tip. Cause he used to cook in the pen. He was a cook. He got his culinary arts, you know what I mean, thing cracking them. But I told him, boy, I'm natural with the cooking, you feel me?
Oh, so should we get a challenge?
The challenge is overdue. You know what I mean?
You like a
You know how to
versus
make-
on the stove.
You know how to make
I
on
roll
the
sushi.
stove.
I roll sushi. That's my favorite cuisine. You see, I changed it. I didn't even say meal. I said cuisine. You know what I mean? I said cuisine.
Well, that boy using T.I. dictionary.
You know what I mean? Listen to it.
That T.I.
I make the
dictionary.
good cuisines. You need.
Yeah.
How you like the steak?
Yeah.
Medium well?
Yeah.
Black people always want that shit well done.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I eat it however, long as it ain't too red. I don't-
It ain't gonna be too real, but I'm gonna make it just enough to where it's
Okay.
tender enough that you can enjoy it.
Okay.
But we're not gonna do the melt, it's
Okay.
the well shit. Because
Please do it.
it's gonna be too dry, too rubbery, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't learn this until I ate at a Jewish chick crib when I was little. I learned a lot of stuff when I was young, right?
And what was that?
When I was at her crib, she made the steak, and we ate steak at her crib. And I was like, yo, this steak is mad different. This is mad different. This ain't like the way mama and them make it. I was like, yo, why is it a little bit red on it?
Scared the shit out of you.
I was like, yo, what is this? It tastes good, but it's still red. And then
Earl on that. I cannot do it.
I know, because you black.
Mhm.
Black people don't. Black people like that shit all the way cooked. You know what I mean? But it took for me to sit at this Jewish chick crib. What was her name? Tara Moravec. She had a very long name. She was one of them cats that family probably was in the Holocaust.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? But she made some steak and that shit was fire. And I didn't make it the same way after I tasted it because I thought that shit was mad weird. But after I got older, started hanging around white people and understood like, oh, there's different ways you can cook steak. You just don't cook it till it's all the way brown, all the way through. You can cook, you know what I mean? You can eat it in different ways.
Right. You do.
Okay, there we go. You looking good right there. Cover that up, turn it low. Got the timer on deck. See how natural this shit is? I ain't even looking at the deep directions.
Look in no direction.
Yeah, niggas just looking at directions these days. Look at that. I filleted these steaks. Before I filleted, it looked way bigger. I mean, way smaller than what it looked like right now. But because I filleted, it looks way bigger. Get in. Big meat. Pause. You all over the place, baby. Look, can't get enough for the kid. Hold on, while I'm about to lay down the fish. I need another spoon or something. So with the black beans, I cook those later. I gotta cook those with the meat. I'm guessing what the plate is. Niggas always put
Some already on table.
Nah, them is what we gonna eat off of, but I need some cook.
Now, I'm gonna draw up under you with some more utensils. Add them in one bag.
Gotcha. You got another top?
Look down in that one.
This side.
This one? Yeah. You know, there's something under here, under where you at there.
Baby tops down here.
The baby tops.
Yeah, the baby top. Meanwhile, put the camera on you. I'm about to take another shot. Stizzy Stiz. Scar still. Feeling Hey, Fame always be telling me, man, you don't need to drink. Hey, Fame, look at me now. Bitch ass nigga. Damn. Went down the wrong pipe. See, that's what I get for fucking with my nigga.
You did a bird.
Yeah. Nah, I love my nigga Fame, man. He is good lad. Where is what did I do with that spoon?
Put it in the kitchen somewhere. Am I right?
I need
Am I
this.
right?
Hey, I need this
Am I
nigga
right?
with me everywhere. I needed that.
You put it in the kitchen somewhere. Nigga, I'm in the kitchen. Where did I put it?
So I was right, right? Yep, I was right.
You definitely right. You on target.
See,
Look at that.
see, I'm smart.
Smart as hell. See now, this is the part that people don't let you know when it comes to this situation. When you're cooking in the kitchen, you have to clean up after yourself. Because nobody wants to go eat their meal, and after they eat their meal, have to clean up after you eat the meal.
Clean up while you're cooking.
Exactly. So that's what I'm scoping out right now. I'm putting shit in the proper place. So when I do start wrapping everything up, I can wrap everything up in an appropriate manner and it'll go fast. Hey, wait. Don't show you that. No free,
Yeah, they ain't paying.
no free, it's free promo. But that bottle nice though, right?
That is. No.
The holiday edition.
You did.
You did.
Hear that? Ooh. Let it be. So we probably about to take it out right now. Cause it's probably we want to retain the juices. You know what I'm saying? Cause you gotta like it juicy. Like you all over the place. There goes the spoon right there. I found it.
But
So what I want to do is, because this is what the black beans is for. Black beans is to put over the rice. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm gonna do is, I'm just gonna grab a little bit of this, and I'm gonna create like a gravy.
great.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be good when you pour it over the rice.
Black bean gravy.
I got the nice seasoning in there. So when you pour it over the rice, it's gonna, you know what I mean? It's, the juice is gonna go into the rice. It's gonna taste fantastic.
So basically, what you're trying to tell the people is your wrist game proper.
Wrist game.
Work the wrist then. Gucci Man said, "Work the wrist."
Hold on, wait. You gotta mix with it.
His wrist game all the way
Yeah,
together.
boy.
You gotta put some hip in it. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I'm
Look, I
gonna
got
put
some
some
shots of nigga on
hip
lit
in it.
right now. Nah, like I'm real talk. The nigga mad hungry, smelling his food. Shit crazy. Now usually what I would usually do I would put a little bit of flour in there to thicken it up. You know what I'm saying? And that would be good. But because I let the beans cook a little longer than what I usually do, the juice kind of evaporates. So now I gotta add a little bit of water to it. Water's natural, so you don't have to worry about some extra shit. So now that's gonna be good. You see how it looks now? That's gonna be good for the rice when you put it over the rice. You got the onions in there real good. With that.
Smelling good.
Oops. Hey, my son would be furious right now if he seen this steak and he couldn't get none. He'd be like, "What? Dad."
That's why I'm hoping my daughter. I'm watching this live because steak is her favorite food.
You may say you ain't tell me.
Yeah, bro. Trying to lay down the feet, bro. You know how this go.
So now I'm about to cook those like dots. And what's going to actually happen, because I was supposed to put these on there before, but because I've been sipping a little bit, I forgot to. I'm going to take that. I'm going to let them cook together. Now, got any more questions?
You know what? My hunger took over from smelling that food.
Was this a good idea or a bad one?
Lost my train of thought there for a second. You got any questions?
Let's see if we got questions on here. I do. That's something. I got musical questions.
Ask me anything. I'll answer that.
Put it on here.
Stick that right there.
You about to burn the crib down. Fame said you about to burn the crib down.
Tell that nigga stop hating on me, man.
Fame, he said stop hating on him now. You doing this
Tell that
thing.
nigga stop hating on me,
They
man.
doing this thing, you hear me?
Tell me,
I ran out
I
of
love you, bro,
questions.
but you ain't colder than me on the stove, bro. It's not colder than me
I'm
on
gonna
the
leave
stove.
that one up there, bro, so you can see.
Hey, fuck this nigga. Yo, fam, I'm coming to see you, nigga. I hate think he funny. He said about burning the crib down, man. Hey, so I'm gonna ask you a question.
All right.
How you like this whole change of the format, the platform?
When you mentioned it to me earlier, I was digging it. Before you even said anything, I was at work when you text me, and I'm like, "Ooh, this he about to cook."
What the fuck this nigga? I thought she was gonna be like, what the fuck this nigga talking about?
I'm already knew what the deal was. Anything involving food, like I'm excited. I'm like a happy kid.
Why you
So I'm
talking
like,
about I'm about to burn up a crib, nigga? You should pull up, nigga.
Right.
Pull up, nigga. Talking shit.
But yeah, I already got the idea when you text me earlier, and I'm like, I was just waiting on you to text me back, like, yeah, that's the idea.
Bro, wait, you had a release date for the project? Is it an album or a single?
It's just a single.
It's a single?
And I'm not releasing the single until I release the single, and the video is going to release at the same time. And I haven't set a tentative date for it yet. Know what I mean?
Yes.
On purpose, because I want to make sure like I said, I'm an artist. So a lot of times it takes for me being an artist, if I don't have nobody like kind of like with me on the situation, I'm gonna do my artist shit. Like I'm gonna be like, no. Because I was gonna release the joint on Monday of Thanksgiving, the Thanksgiving Monday.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna release it then, but then I was like, no, I want to put it out with the record.
That's really when I thought you was gonna release it.
Because you know what I mean, everybody cooking, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, no, I need to do more. Like, calm down, bro. Like, who is that? DJ Uwap. I don't know if y'all know who DJ Uwap is. That's my nigga, man. I fuck with Uwap. And your battery's running low. But Uwap,
DJ.
I did a single with Uwap, and Uwap was like, Hamish, you acting like Q-Tip right now. I'm like, what you mean? He was like, you're not letting go of the record. We had did a record, you know what I'm saying, for him. And I was like, nah, we need to do more. We need to do more because I'm an artist. You know what I'm saying? Artist. You did. So I was just like, nah, I mean, it sounds good, but we could do this. He's like, I'm just pulling the Q-tip on me, right? And not letting go of the shit. Like, please, let me just rock with the record. And that's probably what my nigga Mac feeling like. He probably feeling the same way.
Nigga as hell,
Like, bro, like, we need to just go ahead and drop this shit. Like, and I'm like, nah, we got to do more. We got to do this. And now we got to do that. But once again, like I said, man, I'm an artist, man. Because, like, I want my art to come out perfect. Bottom line, like, it's very clear.
So there's an EP in the works.
Actually, I have an EP out right now. It's called Faceless Man. Y'all can go on bandcamp.com. It's on iTunes. I released that record last year, January 1st. Where everybody was out partying, I was putting that record out. So it's an EP, it's a dope joint. It got very good records on it. It's hip hop shit. It's not like this record that I got out right now. But go to bandcamp.com, type in Homage, HOMAJE, and you'll be able to get that and my mixtape. My mixtape, you gonna put that on the screen or something. The mixtape is called Black Class. I released that a few years ago. First mixtape I ever did. I wasn't a mixtape type of cat. I used to just be real heavy on albums.
Did you have a lot of features on there?
On the mixtape?
Yeah.
I have 3 features. I'm not a feature heavy person. You know what I'm saying? Only because I reach out to people and they don't respond fast enough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I take it a type of way, like, you know what I mean? You don't respect my time, or you might not think I'm dope. So I just be like, oh, if you don't respond fast enough, or you don't fall into place with the whole program, then I just keep it moving. But after a while, I just kind of came to a place like I don't need no features. The only features I got was niggas that I fuck with. Like, if you fuck with me, I fuck with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I got to, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm probably about to be speaking on shit that a lot of motherfuckers don't speak on. A lot of times as an artist, hip hop artist, R&B artist, you know what I mean, whatever, a lot of times you have a vision of certain people, and you have a eyesight of people that you know what I mean, look up to. And when I say look up to, I don't say look up to as like, oh, they gonna big bro you.
Yeah.
No, I say look up to like, oh, you respect their craft,
Exactly.
You respect how they put their music out, you respect what they do. And when you reach out to them and say, hey, I like what you're doing, I want you to work with me, you know you dope.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they don't hit back, or you know what I'm saying, they might be too busy or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? You just find yourself in positions where you be like,
You look at them in a different way.
not look at them in a different. I don't. The only reason why is because I'm an Aquarius. And I look at, you know what I mean? I know how to look at both sides of the, I know how to look at both sides of the story. You know what I'm saying? I could look at it my way and be like, you think that I'm gonna shine more than you, or I could look at it like, oh, you might be busy. You might have issues behind the scenes that I don't know about. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I want to make time for it, I'll make time for it.
Yeah.
I can have hella shit going on behind the scenes. But if I fuck with you,
Yeah.
I'm gonna make time for you. And if you don't really fuck with me for real, you're not gonna make time for me.
Yeah.
And that's how I take it. You know what I mean? You ain't, if you ain't time for me, then it is what it is. I ain't mad at you. I'm not mad at you at all. I just know in the future, when you see shit popping, you can be like, okay, now I want to make time for you.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna be mad at you for doing that because I understand how shit goes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is.
So will you have time for them?
If I got time. You know what I mean? If I ain't got the time, I ain't got the time.
Right.
But you know what's so crazy about that? Because if I don't got the time and they got the time, they'll be mad.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
It always goes that way.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm the type of person that say yeah all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because I look at people and I look at it for what they're worth.
Mm-hmm.
And if I see an individual that's worth something, I'm gonna put my time into it. If I feel like you wasting your worth and all that type of shit, I know, you know what I mean, you ain't really valuing your worth or yourself or the time that you have to be able to do certain things. Then I'm gonna be like, yo, I can do all the work, you know what I mean, that you can do for yourself. But you know what I mean, like I ain't gonna, you know what I mean, I ain't gonna waste my time. There it is. It's telling me.
So with the feast and what you cooking, it kind of made me think about the Last Supper with
Nigga, don't say Last Supper. I don't wanna die.
With Jesus and his apostles, like it's like like the meal at the round table with your apostles,
Yeah. And you know what? I respect that. Nigga, I ain't Jesus.
I mean,
I don't want that.
I mean, not necessarily.
Nobody.
Nah,
I
but,
die for who
yeah, it could be metaphorically speaking.
Yeah, real
I
talk.
mean, we speak in metaphors in our culture, in our music, so it can mean something else.
Right. So, like you said, like, you know what I mean, like with the whole, and I thought about that, adding that kind of element to the video when we shoot the video. Gotta check that right real quick.
What the
You know what I'm saying?
We don't play that.
Man, I want to make. I was gonna make all that. We got one more piece. So yeah.
It's smelling good.
I do this.
Burn up cereal.
I write.
Who was that?
Who else? Yes.
He trolling.
Right.
I'm gonna call you motherfucking 6'9", nigga. You 6'9". From here on out, I'm calling you 6'9". Trolling. He the king troll number one. He that. I love that nigga though. I love his ugly ass. So boom. I was supposed to saute this before I put the steak in, but I didn't because I'm taking hella shots. You did. But I'm gonna go ahead and drop these back in there for a minimal amount of time just so they can evaporate the flavor.
You sharing, bro?
Hmm?
You sharing?
Sharing with
Gavazia.
yeah, man, you could have been took you a shot.
We get that up out you.
What? Pause. You all over the place. What is he talking about? What?
See, there you go, metaphorically speaking.
I'm a rapper, nigga. I'm a rapper.
You came with me about the Last Supper. You know?
No, real. Let's get back to that Last Supper thing. So, I did think about adding that to the element. You know what I'm saying, with the feast, but I came to the conclusion of, nigga, if I'm gonna be at the table, and everybody eating around me, and I'm the man sitting in the middle, the man that was sitting in the middle, he
He took the L.
Yeah.
I
You know what I mean?
I mean, I'm familiar with the story. So how do you really feel like he the one that took the L?
He took.
When at the end of the day, he still was descended to. I mean,
He ascended. Yeah, he
yeah,
ascended.
so I mean, he ain't taking L.
Well,
He died. Hey, but you know, everything is metaphorically speaking.
Right.
Now, you know what?
So-
The supper before war. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly. So
On some 300 shit.
300 shit. So okay, my name is Homage El Sicario, aka Sakari Styles, aka Homage. Sakari, you gotta understand what that word means. Sakari means
What?
dagger. It means knife.
Thank you. Give me some
You know
free
what I'm saying?
tuition.
So,
Give me some
boom.
free tuition.
So check this out.
Educate.
When it comes to the Sakari, there's only one individual that you know in the Bible with that extension.
Who that does?
And that was Judas Iscariot.
Okay, I'm here for you.
And everybody try to say Judas was the individual who turned his back on or betrayed Christ.
Man.
I call him Yeshua because I'm a Hebrew Israelite.
Right.
But that's just another fun fact. But so Sakari was a secret society. The secret society of the Sakari, people didn't think, people called Judas Iscariot. They thought that was his last name. No, that was a description of who he was. The Sakari was a sect of individuals who assassinated Roman leaders in their community.
Roman Catholic priest.
So let's take it even further. I'm gonna make it mad simple so you won't have to get mad deep with it. Here's the simple part. If you heard of the video game Assassin's Creed,
Right.
Sakari means hidden blade. Assassin's Creed, the video game, is a game about individuals who assassinate people with a hidden blade. The blade was carried locked on their wrist or under their garment. So what they would do through the Roman Inquisition of Jerusalem, the Sakari were sanctioned individuals who came in and they assassinated officers. Not just the low individuals walking through, they assassinated the head officers. And when they did that, they made a statement to the people of Israel. And when they made that statement, it was, they don't control us. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to oppress us. So they did what they had to do to make the statement that they had to make. And Judas, with his name Iscariot or Sakari, because Iscariot means knife. After me doing the research, I realized this wasn't his last name. This was his position as an assassin. So now, this isn't set in stone. This isn't, you know what I mean, anything that you would think about. This is me doing my research and trying to understand what it is that who the Sakari were. Most people think that the Sakari or the Sicario are the individuals that go around assassinating people for the cartel from Medellin. That's not it. He got that concept from the true Sakari, which were the Israelites who assassinated government officials, who took over their land and started mistreating their people. What other people on this planet Earth get treated or mistreated by authority? Exactly. So Judas Iscariot had a concept, and there's a plan. This is my own bringing shit into understanding, trying to understand why would an individual who's an assassin would set up, quote unquote, Christ or Yeshua, why would he do that? Knowing that he was the king. He was the heir to the throne of Israel. Who is he? Why would he do that? Oh, because when it comes to kings and kingdoms, you got to understand kings and kingdoms. If you don't understand kings and kingdoms, you'll never understand why the decision was made. So, if Judas was to betray Yeshua, it wasn't because he hated him. It was because there was a plan created. If a king is captured by another kingdom, a foreign kingdom, the people of that kingdom are supposed to go to war. So once he came into captivity, that kingdom was supposed to go to war for him. But guess what didn't happen? The war didn't happen. So now Judas Iscariot is now seen as a betrayer. They were trying to rally the people of Israel to rise against the Romans to get them out of their sector, out of Jerusalem. That's just my own interpretation of everything that happened. Now, I could be wrong. I could be completely and totally wrong. But that's just me looking at things how it would be after studying kingdoms and queens and kings and all of that. That's when I started to say, oh, wait a minute, this was a little bit deeper than what they, portrayed to us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So me seeing that and his name meaning that, and then understanding the Sicarii, which Pablo Escobar called his sect of leaders or assassins Sicario, because that's a Spanish version of that name. That made me realize like this shit is deeper than what motherfuckers think, because Pablo Escobar had to be very intelligent to even come to that conclusion and say, hey, I'm gonna name my cats after these dudes. I need to
Basically, they was hitman too.
They was hitmen too. So those hitmen.
So you saying he was a hitman and he was a hit on Jesus?
Yeah, but it was set up so they can cause
War.
a war against the Romans, and it didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
So they say Judas killed himself. I don't think he killed himself. I think he was assassinated also. So the truth will get exposed. But that's just like I said, that's just my own divine teaching and understanding on what happened. This ain't factual. This is just me doing my research. Yeah, this is me doing my research and trying to understand why he would be considered this Bruce individual that betrayed Caesar, if Caesar was considered the same level of Jesus Christ or Yeshua.
And with all that bundled up, you came up with one.
I came up with Sicarii. Sicarii Stabs.
So which one is your name?
My name is Sicarii Stabs. My original name was Homage El Sicario. Well, my original name was Homage. Homage is the gift of respect. And because I named myself the gift of respect because I felt like I gave my life to the Most High, he deserved the respect of me going back out to the multitude of people, you know what I'm saying, and showing them something different than what everybody else see. You know what I'm saying? But me understanding me as a human being, I ain't perfect, so I feel like, oh, I can't be that.
Right.
And at the end of the day, what it actually ended up happening is me discovering everything that I discovered, which is when it came to hip hop music, I've always showed respect to the individuals that came before me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Kool Herc. You know what I'm saying? Mo D, you know what I mean? Cool J, Jay-Z's, and you know what I'm saying, easy ease and all that. I always show respect through my craft and my art by being innovative and consistently changing up my style, consistently bringing something new to everything. If you can't change and develop with the times, then are you really an artist? You're not an artist. You're just a rapper.
You know what? It's not nothing new in hip hop because even some of the biggest hip hop artists, you know, refer themselves to these same characters, some of these same characters. We even got Hov. Like
Exactly.
Hov
J.
became
Hov.
Hov. You know what I'm saying? From Jay-Z to Hov. He grew up a little bit and he became Sean Carter. So then you got Kanye. All of a sudden his name is Yeezy. You know what I'm saying?
They know what they
They
doing.
go right down the line.
They know what they doing.
Everybody wears Jesus pieces. I mean, it's part of the culture of hip hop. I mean, no matter how you want to.
Just like everybody was trying to go in on Donald Trump, saying Donald Trump was this and Donald Trump was that. Donald Trump was not a racist individual. He was hanging out with rappers. He was with rappers every day. He might have did disgusting shit when it came to the niggas that did the shit in the park. You know what I'm saying? And they got locked up for no reason and all that. I don't know how that shit went. I don't know if that shit was true or not. You know what I'm saying? Only them niggas know. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, he might have did all that foul and talking all that shit. And it's because motherfuckers get in their emotions. You know what I'm saying? So when you get in your emotions, sometimes you make bad decisions, you make bad comments, and you know what I mean? But the nigga was chilling with niggas since way back when. Rapping ass niggas. You hear me? That nigga's not racist. He just got a motherfucking problem. And I don't know, he might be racist. He might be. But the motherfucker got a problem with power. That's what for me it is. Motherfuckers get a taste of that power, man. It don't matter. You know, I don't care what color you is. I can tell you one thing. He was sending all the felons and shit home. Niggas that had 25 to life. They was coming home. You know what I'm saying? And them niggas love him. I don't know the motherfucking drunk. Some of that juice. Some of that juice in there. Let's put some of this in there. The rice is done. Yes, it was actually. It was very sharp.
I got them prepared for you. You just shot me down. Can you hear?
Huh?
Hear me, lady? He shot me down, lady.
What do you mean?
He shot me down there.
Bring my
He
own
shot me down, lady.
I mean, I used this one.
Sharp.
I used this one. This one was good. And she seen me test it out.
I'm hoping they end up taking them back.
Good luck.
I was lifetime warranty on them, so they better be.
Who talking shit? Ain't nobody talking shit?
Man, I can't
Oh,
believe
no, you
it.
got some shit talking on yours going on, I think.
I'm sure.
I re-angled it so I could see you.
You said re-abled it.
Hey, we gotta do a part 2, man.
We definitely do.
Yeah, we gotta do a part 2 on this one. Only because there's so much more to be said and it's so much more to talk about. I only touched the surface of the whole Sakari concept. And trust and believe, when I first came up with this idea, creating the Sakari and bringing that shit to life, like, the original idea was to create the Sakari Society. The Sakari Society consisted of some of the loudest spitters that you ever heard. You know what I'm saying? I bring some of the names. Jay Wiz, he a part of Sakari Society. Sakari's Cargo, he was a part of Sakari Society. Amazing, he's a part of Sakari Society. Magmean, Sakari Society. You know what I'm saying? The society. It's about a society. It's a understanding. You know what I'm saying? Of who we are. And the reason why I chose to make that Sakari Society come to life was because everything that was happening to our people in our society right now and what the Sakari stood for back then. Roman Inquisition. Where the Romans from? Where were they from? Rome, Italy. They were Caucasian. We got Caucasians coming in, taking over a specific part of the map of colored people and killing, crucifying, doing whatever they wanted to do because they took over that side of the map. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they was getting away with a lot of shit. And the Sakari stood up against that. Wow.
So if my name was Saint Nicholas, can I join
Saint
the
Nick?
Sakari
Nah, nigga.
Society?
Hell no.
I mean,
You
he was a Roman Catholic priest.
St. Nicholas was?
Yeah.
So
Roman Catholic priest was responsible for the assassination of Jesus Christ, right?
yeah, you know the image of Santa Claus, Saint Nick. You know he didn't even that shit didn't even come to fruition until Coca-Cola. Yeah. The fat man with the beard, that shit didn't come to Coca-Cola brought that shit up. They put a face to it. You know what they used to do?
What?
To the Israelites during that time? They used to feed them till they got so fat that they couldn't move and they were chasing down the streets naked. And you know what I mean?
So they had a feast.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you know what I mean? And then they was chasing down the streets and ridicule them, throw stuff at them. You know what I mean?
Like they
It was
do
crazy shit. You just gotta do the research. I did all that research, man.
Mm-hmm.
At a young age, I did all that research. So, you know what I mean? Like,
What made you start actually looking up?
what made me start looking that up?
Mm-hmm.
Because I had questions.
Was it something specific you were looking at?
I was real religious. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I was real religious, deep into religion, wanted to understand life. When I was a little kid, you know what I mean? I was going to Sunday school, doing all the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? They was teaching us. And through the teaching that they was teaching us, I had questions. And those questions wasn't being answered. I remember it was a song that they used to sing in Sunday school. Father Abraham had many sons. You know what I'm saying? And one of them was So Are You. Yeah, we used to sing it. And so when they used to sing that song, I used to think to myself, oh, I'm an Israelite. You know what I'm saying? Father Abraham was my father. And he had many sons. And through that bloodline, I'm one of them. And so are you. So let's just praise the Lord. That's what we used to sing in Sunday school. And then one day, I think I was like 12 in Sunday school class, and I raised my hand. I was like, so they was talking about who were the Gentiles. That's a Christian terminology for individuals that are not Israelites. You know what I'm saying? Who are the Gentiles? And my thoughts was this. I raised my hand. I said, yo, who's the Gentiles? And the Sunday school teacher looked me dead in my eyes and told me, oh, we the Gentiles. I said, huh? I said, I thought, you know what I mean? Don't the song say Father Abraham? You know what I mean? He had many sons. We were one of them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, so we're not those chosen people? Those are other people? And that's where my questions started coming. And them questions couldn't be answered. And I, you know what I mean, went from church to church, trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And nobody could answer the questions, or they would get angry when I asked the question.
Yeah.
And so I said, you know what? Because these individuals can't answer the questions, I got to go search for myself. And I started searching for myself, and I started discovering things outside of religion.
You know, immediately when you just told me this story, I kind of figured the answer.
Yeah.
And you know, with the answer being, if we, the Gentiles, right?
Right.
So we are the sons, right?
If
But we still can be the enemies.
exactly
Enemies
so.
can come within.
So if we're the Gentiles,
Right.
that means anybody that represented the quote unquote Christian religion,
Mm-hmm.
they've stepped outside
Mm-hmm.
of their own tradition and came to us to teach us about what they do.
Right.
But when I started studying for myself and not listening to people,
Mm-hmm.
when I studied and I was like, yo, so when Mary and Joseph ran to Egypt to escape from their child being murdered because they knew he was the Messiah, where did they run to? They ran to Africa. What's in Africa? What's in Africa? How can you hide in Africa if you in Caucasian?
Right.
How can you hide there?
Right.
You can't. You stand out like a sore thumb.
Right.
It's because you were people of color when you went there.
It's the same reason why I was very religious the same way. And I had many questions the same way. And that's how I wound up converting to my new beliefs,
Mm-hmm.
which is I don't not believe, but I don't believe totally neither because there's still questions. There's no answers.
And there ain't no wrong with that. But you know what I mean? At the end of the day, what I ended up coming to, the understanding that I came to is you have to look at things from a bird's eye view. You know what I'm saying? When I say a bird's eye view, you can't look at it from on the inside.
Right.
You gotta look at it from the outside. You gotta look at it like you don't exist on earth. You know what I'm saying? When you look at it from the position where you're not looking into earth, where you're not inside, and you're looking at it from a bird's eye view, you see everything for what it is. When you start looking at everything from a nature aspect, from natural aspect, because your body is the exact replica of what the earth is. You know what I'm saying? More water than it is land. You know what I'm saying? And when you start looking at it like that, you start understanding everything even that much more. When you start looking at the animals and how they operate, this is my favorite part. I like the taste of food. It's sweet.
Yeah, hide. Yeah, hide.
Nope.
So it was basically like
I let that sit right there for a minute.
like a backwards question. Instead of us asking you before time, who are you?
Right. We should have started with that.
You
But
just let us know in a lot of different ways who you are, where you coming from, how you got where you at today as a person, and why you consider yourself as the titles that you chose to give yourself besides your birth name.
Like I said, you know what I'm saying? I chose, you know what I'm saying, the Sakari, all that shit. I chose all that because I had questions. You know? The moment after I figured out, like, yo, this shit is not what we think it is. And it took me from, it started out with religion, and then it moved from religion to trying to understand myself as a human.
yeah.
And that's what put me in the position to understand it's not even about if he's white or he's black or he's Chinese. It became, where your mind at? What do you believe? And if what you believe is foul, I can't fuck with you. But if what you believe is right and righteous in your thoughts, even though I know you're imperfect, you can fuck up. You can be a nigga that beat the shit out of women and all type of shit. You might not want to do that inside in your soul. But because you have an understanding of where you're trying to be, that individual could be cast off and gone 10 years later from now. And everybody will hold you to that individual that you were. And you could change the world 10 times over, but they'll still hold you to that individual.
Yeah, because they remember the negative more than they remember
Exactly.
the positive.
You know what I'm saying? But only the motherfuckers that know.
Yeah,
But the motherfuckers that don't know could love and embrace everything that you do.
exactly.
Just like it's a bad example. But say for instance, R. Kelly.
I'm used.
That's why I said it's a bad example. Say for instance, R. Kelly. All these motherfuckers is going in on R. Kelly, and you know what I mean, how he manipulated these females and all type of shit. It's like, after looking, well, I didn't even watch the whole little videos that niggas was talking about. I just listened to the commentary. And I was like, just based off the commentary alone, it just let me see, like, yo, ain't none of y'all females run the fuck away from this nigga. Y'all was looking for a life change. He was your fucking life change. How many opportunities do any person get to have in that position when you see a nigga that's getting it and he say, I don't give a fuck how old you is. I'll fuck with you until whenever you decide to stop fucking with me. And y'all ate it up and your parents did too. But now y'all want to put this nigga in jail? Why? Is it because he didn't give you everything that you desired?
Yep.
Or is it because, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, it's fucked up that a nigga would use his power to do certain things like that. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's fucked up on his behalf. What about your half?
Yeah, it's not only his fault, it's their fault.
Yeah, like y'all enabling.
Yeah.
Ain't that what they call them? Enablers?
Enablers.
Y'all knew the shit was going down. You a whole motherfucking parent.
Yeah.
If I knew my kid was fucking with a grown ass motherfucker, I'm like, hey.
First of all, I wouldn't have sent him to his motherfucking house if all I knew he was singing about was my body. My body's telling me, yeah. And I don't see nothing wrong.
Yeah, with a little bump.
With a little bump and grinding. She remind me of my G. That's all he was singing about at that point.
And niggas was still letting their daughters go kick it at this nigga house for 10 fucking years.
Right. Move in.
The fuck?
And all type of shit. Like, what
And
the
then
heck?
now y'all want to go sit on a video and talk about this
He
shit?
was married to minor. They still was singing.
Niggas be weird, but you know what I mean? Like I said, when it comes down to the get down, motherfuckers is gonna do what they can do to get what they want. And if they don't get what they want, they gonna make you pay. Period.
Hey, you know what? He even admitted that his mind was telling him no. He wasn't gonna listen to his mind. He was worried about the meat.
His body.
He's like, fuck,
His body
fuck my
was
ear
telling
me.
me.
I'm gonna listen to the other ear.
So let me get that one of those.
So why don't you tell some of the people where you can find your latest, your album, your mixtape that's out now?
Bandcamp.com.
Bandcamp.com. What's the title of it? Is that the only place they can find it?
Bandcamp.com has all my material on it. I got Reverb Nation, but you know what I'm saying? Like Bandcamp.com is my landing strip. So if you wanna fuck with my music and some shit that you don't hear from me, it's Bandcamp. Period.
What platforms can they just find you on if they want to contact you? Any special contact?
We can do. I'm on Instagram, Shakari Styles. You can search it. I'm on Facebook, Homage El Sicario. You know what I'm saying?
Homage El Sicario.
Yeah. It's spelled the way it sounds.
My daughter's watching.
What's that mean?
So I'm about to end this live.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
No, because she likes steak.
Oh.
In this live.
Oh.
Well, thank y'all for tuning in tonight.
We about to
We
eat
about
good.
to eat.
Well,
I'm about to eat.
We about to do
I'm
our
so
thing.
hungry right now. What did I
This
do?
Sakari. Y'all
I'm
make
about
sure
to
y'all be looking forward to the new single.
While they eat, I'm gonna
Feast.
wash these dishes up, so my bro don't have to do these.
Don't worry about the dishes, bro. You the guest.
Yeah.
We got this.
I'm
We're gonna sit
I'm
down.
from
We're
the
gonna
South.
feast
You heard?
together.
Yeah.
You heard me?
And
I'm from
We're
the
gonna
South.
watch
make sure y'all tune in tomorrow night. Well, our special guest will be from Feel Good Music, Racks a Million, and Sway. They virtual album release. Make sure,
Album release.
yeah. So make sure y'all tune in tonight on WBOE Media with Lady A the Dove and DJ Bearwood. We're gonna get it cracking as usual. But while we feast, we're gonna listen to the feast. Make sure y'all go follow and subscribe to the Homage,
Shakari Styles.
Corey Styles.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, we got more money. We got more of the shit coming on the way and more money on the way. You dig? Hey, that was you know what they call that a Freudian slip. Hey, I'm educated. I don't brag on it. I'm educated though, but it's a Freudian slip. That means something that's in your subconscious. You know what I'm saying? Something that pops out of your subconscious.
Miss Lady A, you got any last words for the people?
I see y'all.
God bless you. God bless you. Good night. Get it.
Did it freeze?
Nope.
Nah, that shit was free. I'm going to free.
Bye.